So the Fuji XT4 is our first contestant in the perfect camera sweepstakes, and I'm afraid. I'm afraid of what it's gonna do to my body physically once I hold it. I'm not sure if I turn into dust or another life form, or if I disappear, something bad is gonna happen. But I'm preparing mentally and metaphysically for it, my transformation, and it'll be fine. But in a hope to save my channel from extinction, I'm looking for flaws in said perfect camera, and I found a couple. Oh boy, did I.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
Why is my lighting bullshit today? More shadows. I look like a horror film. Let's do something, quick. I moved the light backwards and a bit to the right, and now when I ask a girl on a date to the prom, she'll only make up an excuse instead of slapping me. It's funny, I started this channel a couple of years ago back in Thailand, and I wanted to upgrade my Panasonic JD5 with the stupid Mitacon 25mm manual focus lens f/0.95, and it was just such a pain in the ass to use. I was like, there's gotta be something better. Oh, why didn't I get the 80D? I almost had it, but it didn't have the stabilization, so I didn't get it. I wish I had it. I want one. But then my buddy Marcus Pix gives me the Panasonic GH5S with Leica 12mm f1.24, and he raised the bar of what I was upgrading from. The G85 with a manual focus lens, anything would have been an upgrade to that. He saw that. He said, no, your quest is deeper than this. You need to reach for the stars and burn your hand. Touch it. So now, trying to upgrade from the GH5S with Leica lenses, I got two of them. This is no easy feat here. I've had many contenders come in. The XT3, it was kind of nice. I liked it better in certain ways, but I always lean back towards my lover. Oh, my lover, 10 bits of glory. I'm a princess, bitch. I have the Sony a6400 right over there, Sigma 16mm 1.4. It's easier to use, it's more fun. You can't handle this. There's something about the Panasonic, even though my skin is an orangey red glow, that Santa Claus fried me on a frying pan to get. I don't mind it. So if we're gonna upgrade here, we need something to blow me away. This doesn't have IBIS. I can't take this show on the road, I'm stuck here on a tripod. Imagine we could actually vlog with this setup, which I can't. I gotta do the J85, then it's manual focus tap nightmares. Often missing. I'm afraid. So the XT3 doing 10-bit, having a flippy screen, IBIS in there, perfect autofocus. They're taking Panasonic's chance. Panasonic, all you have to do, and you've known it for 30 years, just put your phase detection in there. Just do it. Nobody cares about the slight image quality banding when you raise the shadows by 49 tonies of a third. But since Panasonic can't see the forest for the trees, they couldn't see a piece of spinach for a salad either. It made no sense. They're leaving room for other companies to creep in there and take the video title. Panasonic has it right now. They have everything, the 4K 60 10-bit. Fuji's getting up there, they're creeping. They are creeping. So they have a couple problems though. I found the problem. Here's our first mistake from Fuji, the assassins. Be wary of those assassins. Okay, we got, shit. The Panasonic GH5S has a 1.6 million dot screen. It's hard to even understand what the hell that means, but picture it like 4K versus 1080 versus 720p. We got like a 720p monitor here. 1.6 million dots. The Panasonic S1H upgraded to 2.3 million dots, and I was blown away. Right now, I can't always tell if I'm in focus or not. It's a guessing game. Whereas on the S1H, I was like, oh, there it is. I could tell exactly, even with the full frame. 50mm 1.4, I was like, yep, I'm in. No, I'm out. So 1.6 to 2.3 was a massive update. The Fuji XT200 upped it to 2.7. I don't even know what that would look like. I'd have to rip my eyes out and rub it on the screen and then wipe it off, reinsert. Now for some reason, Fuji's not putting in this new screen. It's the same exact design, flippy in all its ways, but it's not the 2.7 dots. It's 1.6 like this. We're back down to this? This? That better be a Southern Louisiana joke. That screen, why wouldn't you put it in there? Oh, I know why. Here's our XT2, hon. You want a nicer screen? Here you go. Here's a reason to buy our other shitty piece of shit. Just the screen. Are they interchangeable? Interchangeable screen cameras? I just invented it. Take that. I was really hoping for an upgrade to this dot-lacking bitch. I want a super one, and now we're not gonna get it. And just as a side note, all these whining baby photographers on the site for the Fuji, once the fully articulation was announced, they're like, oh, there's the deal breaker. Not buying that. You'll buy it, you little baby. Your mom will buy it for you and put it in your diaper. It's too bad. It would have been a great camera. Now it's unusable because I have to do this. Look how much time that took. Just missed the shot. I walk around with it out like this. It's hanging down there. Walking around. It's not gonna snap off. Don't bang it against the desk. Oh, I hate that I have to turn my neck left. Look at this. Look at that stretch. What am I, an Olympian? Look at that. How am I gonna practice for that? So many complaints were saying this screen makes it so much less discreet when I'm hip shooting, like a criminal, like a peeping Tom freak. Oh no, they saw me. You're afraid to be seen because you don't like who you are inside. That's the real truth. You don't believe. You don't believe in your purpose here. You don't even know why you're on the planet. Are you trying to pretend you can even see this screen right now? You freak. Oh, the blueprint's so huge. I could have been here, hiding, taking pictures of girls that don't like me. And they wouldn't have known, but now they're gonna know. This is the best of all world screens. It flips back to protect it. You can put it in your bag, there's no scratches. I just read some comment, some guy was saying that, like, oh, I love that, I hate that most mirrorless cameras can't do that. And then some dickhead who didn't even understand his comment was like, you do know that you can hide the LCD screen with a button. You do know that. Anybody who starts off a sentence with, you do know that, like, what a dick. They need to be pamper slapped in the face. He's talking about protecting the screen, not turning it off. That Fuji XT100 screen that flips up and flips out doesn't flip back against the camera like this, I don't think. Don't quote me on that. But this is the best. You get protection and just the most use. And no, that was not hard. That took no time. And you can walk around with it out. You're a fallopian tube. Honestly though, I would have been fine with the XT100 screen that flipped up right here and then also flipped out. I don't know why. I'm actually shocked that they didn't do that. I don't understand it, but the only negative to this screen is that the mic jack is in the way. If you want to, you gotta like flip it out a bit. That's kind of annoying. And if you don't have an L bracket here, it does block part of the screen. It's a pain in the bitch. But if you have one of these pieces of shit on top, you can't do the flip up. I say just remove this from the whole equation. Why are we even vlogging with this giant piece of contraption? What a stupid thing. You plug a lav in, now this becomes a bit of a problem. Yeah, that's a bigger footprint. If it was just up here, it feels more compact. I kind of wish they did flip it up. But then I'll go back to using this and then I'll complain. So you can't please me, that's for sure. I don't even know what I want now or in the future. So I'm impossible, but still. So moving along, that was a long rant. Had nothing to do with anything, but it feels good to let it out. I'm no longer gonna get a tumor in my right shoulder. That's the left. Let's just move on. The second problem we could run into is the IBIS. We don't know how good it's gonna be and how it's gonna behave with wide-angle lenses because Panasonic fails at it. They can't do anything below 15 millimeters, which is 30 in Micro Four Thirds land. It's not wide enough. I make it work with that pony bitch. I extend this 16-incher fully out, and then I can handle a 30mm equivalent lens. And it looks pretty good. And actually, I like the look. Not many people are willing to do this, or even have the strength to carry it. So I get a unique look for my vlogs when I vlog with the G85. But on the XH1, the 10-24 was unusable. With IBIS and lens combined, like nothing was working. It was very shaky. The 16mm 1.4, I didn't like it. It was too shaky, just seeing these little... The only company that's mastered this is Olympus, because they also use electronic stabilization, which fixes the warpy, wavy shit that happens. So I don't know that Fuji's gonna have that. Will they? But I don't think the IBIS is gonna be all it's cracked up to be unless you're behind the camera with a longer lens. And then yeah, it's gonna be fantastic for squirrel B-roll. It could be great for that, but I'm talking like I wanna walk with it, like this. Stabilize this, Fuji. I think if you're vlogging on this X-T4, there's a couple lenses that might work. First is that ghetto kit lens, not the good one. You could use that. It's a bit heavy though. That 18-55, f2.8 at the wide end, it's a bit heavy. It's a bit much. That 15-45, a little slower, but a lot lighter, has stabilization. Working with the IBIS, that could be magic. That could be just enough magic. You don't need a super blurry background outside, so that could work. And it's a little wider, 22-ish, 22.5mm. Or you get that 14mm f2.8. It's a little heavy. If you progress your way through the Monkey Strength program, you'll be able to lift it and not cry. That could work. That's super wide, kind of, not really. It's a 21mm equivalent. It's pretty wide. You'd still need a little tripod. You could bring it down a notch to there. But will that create the warpy corners? That's what we don't know. We have to wait and see it. So on paper, this looks amazing and I'm excited and I can't wait to test one and I'll probably buy it. I could see myself switching to that system in a heartbeat. And it's got boost autofocus now. That just came out. Boosted autofocus? Are you kidding me right now? It's like almost Sony level. You're not surpassing Sony even with a boost of electricity from Nikola Tesla. So I'm nitpicking here. I'm trying to find a flaw. There's not looking like there's many. But the assassins have taken our resolution down. I can still see stuff, but it's not the glory of the S1H. And then you tease us with the XT200. And then you take it away in your flagship. That's a ill-wised move. Ill-wised move. That works. I'm sticking with that. And then the IBIS is questionable. We don't know how the warpy corners are going to behave. Is there digital to correct it? Will it work with lens stabe to work together? Questions ahead shall be answered by few and far between. What am I? So it should be interesting. It looks like a very exciting camera. And I'm curious to see the response from Canon and Sony, see what they're doing. It's like, okay, Fuji XT4 is giving us everything we got. Are they going to answer it? Can they even answer it? Should be fun times ahead this year. 2020 is looking like it's, whoa, fun times ahead. So, I think we're done. Let me know. Fuji XT4, any deal breakers for you? It looks like only 2 and they ain't even deal breakers. They're probably benefits. So, that sucks. Lower screen resolution just cuts down on the cost. Oh boy, they passed the savings on to us. That's a problem. Alright, we're done. Thanks for buying a camera, Conspiracies. Oh god, I ripped my... It sounded like it ripped. And I'm not even wearing the camera Conspiracy shirt. Oh, nothing good came from that. I'm gonna leave on a high note. Subscribe for more videos and I'll see you in the next one.